Hey, I'm back on another installment of my journey. Yeah, I know you can see, hey, you got long hair. I don't like it, and I know I'm gonna grow it out for a while, even though I don't want to. You can tell, like, as it gets longer, it's just not gonna look better. But that's okay. I I'm doing it for a reason, and I gotta see it through, even though I don't like the change. Um, I was going to make a video before because the Lakers lost and I was upset, but I decided not to. So that's the thing. I know that LeBron's, well, shouldn't, as of yet, be retiring, but I hope I'm able to next year, watch a game where he's actually playing and shows up to the arena. Uh, it's it's probably not the best look, but uh, as I said before, I was super excited, so happy I went, even though it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. But it's now it's the season's over for the Lakers. Next year, no idea what's gonna happen. I know that they need like two centers. They don't really even have one. I know that they have Jackson Hayes, but they didn't even use him, which kind of irritated me because even if he wasn't like 100% in the game plan, he could have still done a lot of things, especially just being a body out there and he's tall and he can get rebounds and like it's it's beyond me. But anyways, uh, since their time is over with this year, I don't really put too much um, energy into the season because I don't really care who wins, honestly, because the Lakers lost. So I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna be there. I'll probably watch all the highlights when I'm sleeping, because or not when I'm sleeping, but I'll watch the highlights when I wake up after I sleep. That's probably as far as I go with that. But I really don't put too much credence into the things after my team's not gonna be able to be there anymore. So, but I know that challenges are gonna be coming for me at least, uh, since time changes always and never stops. I know that I can't always be selfless. That's why I have this, I don't know, ego, persona, you know, confidence. I I don't let this, what you see, make things worse for myself, because I think if you think about your future, you're gonna like try to do a lot of things in the present, as great as you can, because most of your choices are your answers for tomorrow. Um, Even though your challenges tomorrow are probably going to be greater, but it's more important that you're here and you're present. It's really hard to be present a lot of times, especially when like I said, time goes and it never stops. You always have things to do, but you always have the acceptance through your hardships, because you have to go what you're going through to get where you want to go. Because being perfect is an illusion. It's not possible to be that way, but it is possible to get better every day. It's also possible to look at the things that you go through every single day, write down all the bullet points, and work on those things. Once you do that, I think life just becomes a little bit easier. Because I know that you're focusing on yourself, because that's what you're supposed to do. Even if you have a family, you still have to worry about your daily adventures and work and um, anything else that you go through. Because once you get past that part, you pretty much have it made. On my end, I might be going through a lot of things. I might not be feeling well. I might wake up every day and it's the same thing. My goals are a little bit different than most people, but that doesn't stop me from doing these things. Um, it probably doesn't mean much to anyone else but me that I share my thoughts and opinions and feelings and uh, life story, even as small as increments that I make these. But I think I'm providing a lot of I think I'm providing a lot of gratification, to be honest. Because if you look at my life, I'm not saying compare it, but if you look at my life and you say, hey, this and this has to happen all the time, and you have all this other time, you can work on it, but that's not the same story for everyone else, because everyone is different, of course. But when you throw in the mix of having a family and whatnot, you really have to separate yourself kind of as beside yourself as you're going through you know parenthood. It's not always going to be perfect when you're trying to be a parent. It's not always going to be the best outcome, but what you can do, which is really really easy, like I said, you know jump out beside yourself, see how you're dealing with things, see the things that you could change or the things that you could bring about. Meaning, change is not always a good thing, and change isn't always a bad thing, but change always happens. So you've got to change with it. One thing that I've kind of always thought about is, you know, I know I don't want my kids to move out, but when it's done, when they're not there, I will be. And that's the time, at least for me, that I can think of, where I could pretty much provide more content that I want to bring about, but it's not going to be like an hour long or anything like that unless I do a podcast. And that's something that I've actually been wanting to do. I don't know all the details and when that's going to happen or who will be in it, but I do know that's what I want to do. And if that is in my future, uh, all of this that you see is not going to be an afterthought. It's going to boost me in a way that I probably will not recognize and understand, besides the fact that I'm able to gain my voice. I'm able to, you know, think more clear thoughts, and I'm able to probably give a message better than I was, when I first started doing this. Uh, but like I said, I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, but I can get better, and I will be. I will get better, even if I fumble my words. But it's my Monday. I'm tired, and that's how it goes. This video is a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I think I've said this before. I tend to write down a lot of notes, things that I want to make videos on, or things I want to say, and I don't really look through it when I make these videos until now, of course, but I think a lot of this stuff that I write down or text is, I don't know, it seems like easy stuff to go through and understand and implement in your life, like creating confidence through hard work. I think that's a given. And even though I wrote this down, even though I thought this, the confidence part about it is already a given for me. Like, I don't have to have a breathing exercise or uh, think about other things or try to build up this persona. It's already there. And I think for anyone going through life right now, in the future, or anytime in your life, if you bring your confidence with you everywhere you go, things will happen. Maybe not always the best things, but like I said, I mean, ego, confidence, whatever you want to call it, that's just going to get you where you want to go. I know I keep looking at my phone. Oh, my abilities. I'm not even going to say that now, but most things I write down here is pretty much all about confidence. I talk about work. I talk about doing a good job, or making sure that you're doing a good job, because it's easy to think that you're doing a good job, but going over your work will let you know that. And I didn't write that down, but I think a lot of things that I do write down pertain to just getting better, because anyone can get better. It doesn't matter where you're at in life. You could be a better person at push-ups, even though that's something I've been failing to do, because shoulder problems, but stuff like that, the little things. Push-ups are a little thing, but it could mean a lot to you. It could, boost your confidence with the way you look or feel. And that's why I exercise every day and stretch. And even though the days I don't work, it's probably a little bit more imperative that I do that, because those are the days that are supposed to be my rest days, but it's never really like that. Especially during the summer now, or during the hot days. It's I'm gonna be mowing the lawn, weed eating, doing stuff out in the garden, helping planting, and quite a bit of things. And uh, it's great to get the exercise because you don't want to just be cooped up all the time. It's not good for your health. It really isn't. I don't know where I was going with that, but now I'm just rambling. It's been 6 minutes now, and I'm still going. Anyways, right here. Oh, I'll leave you with this. All of your progress only lengthens your goals, because love is patience, and patience is love. I'll talk to y'all later.